Alright guys, so welcome to this week's video. Something a bit different this week. Rather than going through a technique breakdown, I'm actually going to show you a drill that you can work within your classes, within your individual training, whatever the situation is. So, this drill is what I like to call kick and stick. Alright, and as the name suggests, we're going to kick and then we're going to stick. And you're thinking, well, stick to what? Anyway, you'll see. It makes sense in a minute. Now, I'm doing this on a freestanding pad because there's nobody else here at the minute. I'm all on my own. Story of my life. So I've got nobody's hold pads for me. So you could do this on kick pads, you can do it on kick paddles, you can do it on heavy bags, you can do it on freestanding bags, you can do it anything that's a target that you can basically kick and keep your foot on, you can do this drill. Okay? So actually what I will say is there are different benefits to work on the different pieces of equipment. So experiment with it and try it out because it is different depending on what you're using. But we'll not get into that too much today. So first one, I'm going to show you the basics of how it works. So, with the kick and stick drill, you take whichever kick it is that you're working, irrespective of style, okay? And the idea is to concentrate on freezing on the impact point. So when your foot connects, you're going to initiate that control in there, stop it and hold it on there, okay? So, I'll go from here, I'm going to kick, I'm going to stick, okay, and then back off. Now when I say stick, you don't have to stay there for ages, all right? And obviously we're not aiming to slam it as hard as possible, all right? So one more time, look, I'm going to go kick and stick and then back off, okay? You can do it for a preset time if you want to. Obviously you could do it for your front leg kicks as well. So you could come up and go kick and stick, okay, and back off, all right? So the idea is if you're keeping the impact point, now you're not staying there for ages and ages, but you could try it if you wanted to. But it's just that brief moment on impact where you're isolating that point of contact and you're really focusing on the control on that point there, okay? So again, you could do it for a side kick, okay? Forward moving ones are always going to be easier to do. Obviously, I just did it on that last one there with a hook kick movement, which is arguably one of the harder ones to do. And then on this side, I did it with a round kick. You can do it from a lead round kick. Yeah, back off, you do it that way. You can do it with double ups as well. So if you were to say take a lead leg double, then you would stick on either both. So you could go up and go stick, stick, and then back off. Or you could do it at the end of the second one. So you could go up, 1, 2, and then back off. Okay. One thing to really focus on, which I actually didn't do on one of those because I actually lost my balance, I'll be honest, is do a re-chamber. Alright, so do a re-chamber on each one. It's really important. You don't want to start training in dropping legs. Now, for anybody out there that's going, oh, but if you're training like that, then it's going to teach you to hold your leg and you blah, blah, blah. Right. No, it doesn't. Okay. As long as you're backing this up with all of your regular training and all the different types of drill, this is an exercise, okay? It's building up your understanding of that exact point at which to control your foot, the point of impact. So we're isolating the point of impact to gain full control over that section, okay? Now, why is this useful? I find it useful for when you're trying to develop double techniques, especially from more difficult ones. If you go from a spin or a jump or something and you want to do a double, if you can isolate the point of impact and fully appreciate and understand where it is within the timing, it makes it much easier to then control the chamber that comes back from that point of impact. All right? And there's loads of different ways. I mean, as an example, one of the more difficult ones that you can practice is to isolate it from a spin. All right, so I'll be in this position and I'll be coming around and isolate it there, which is a lot harder to do. So I'm coming around and then isolating there, yeah? So just sticking the impact point from the spin kick for a brief second there. All right, guys, so hopefully that gives you an idea, something to do. As I say, you can do it on focus pads, you can do it on kick paddles. Just make sure you're really nice and warm. It's a good one to drop in midway through the session, this, and everyone's really warmed up. And have some fun and try some variations and different versions of that same thing too. But the most important thing is have lots of fun kicking with it. If you're interested in this sort of drill, I do have a kick and set, an online course specifically aimed at this sort of training, which I will link below either in the description or in the comments box, depending on which one to figure out the best. And I also do workshops as well, focusing on this stuff and loads of other things besides, so if that's something you're interested in, drop me a line. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks again as always. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. share, all that YouTube stuff that I'm supposed to say to do. Thanks again for your support, guys, and I'll see you next week.